Hey, it's Saturday, February 28th, 2026. It's the last day of the month. What? That's crazy. Where did this month go? It flew by so fast. Anyway, hope you're having a good day. Happy Saturday. It was a nice 50-degree weather here in New Jersey. Snow on the ground, 50 degrees. If that doesn't mess with your mind, I don't know what does. But there's hope that warmer weather is on the way, and that is awesome. I'm Jason with the Inspired Life, where I love sketching architecture, um, and actually just spreading overall positive vibes, personal development, mindset. And yeah, I believe creativity is a really awesome skill that we have, and we can use it for positivity in the world. So, join me tonight. We'll do a little show and tell. I want to talk about some of my favorite tools I like using these days. So I have a little show and tell we'll start off with tonight. A little personal greeting and thank you I want to do as well. And we'll sketch something. So stay tuned. It's 8:27 p.m. Just a very random time to pop on, but you know what? I'm here. Um, I hope you're doing great. So let's uh let's start off with just a quick show and tell of some of my favorite tools, and I'll walk you through. I'll just kind of go through and show you what I have here that I like using. In no particular order, I just kind of have a pile of stuff here. We'll start here with the Lockbee. This is the Lockbee Quattro, um, which I love for a few different purposes. I keep pens in it, and I also keep color pencils. So um, when I use color pencils, I'll show you the ones I like the most. So these are my favorite colors, and I have right here we have light aqua, boom, neon yellow, and neon pink. Are those are probably my top three fave colors, and I need to throw chartreuse in there. I do like this blue color, but it's not my fave. So I would say these are my top four favorite color pencil colors right here, and they're Prismacolor Premier color pencils. They glide on the paper so smooth, like butter. So I love these, and this is just a great little pouch to carry them in. Yeah, and it zips up, so really cool, convenient. So that's one of my favorite tools. Let me let's talk about the next tool I like. Uh, Lockbee. This is the Lockbee Field Journal. So I started with Lockbee. This was the very first product of theirs I ever used. I still love this field journal. I kind of upgraded a little bit from it, but I use this for, I don't know, 3, 4 years solid. It's really worn out. I love this so much. And it's really cool. You know, you can keep field notes in there, other journals in there for sketching, a pen pocket for papers, and other miscellaneous items. And when I say upgraded, I went to the Lockbee portfolio here underneath. And the main reason I upgraded is because I like the zipper enclosure on this. So this is my go-to now that I take everywhere. And this zipper feature is amazing because I don't have to worry about anything falling out. And it's kind of stuffed. You can see it's pretty wide there. And if I open it, I have a couple of Lockbee 5.8 by 8.3 inch paper in here. I think you can fit like four in there. I have a different size field notes kind of journal in there. Some paper. Yes, I am paranoid about paper. Whenever I go out sketching, I make sure I have tons of paper. So I have this in here, Moleskine. Um, Again, this is no random, just random orders. I love this little Moleskine journal. It's great. It fits in the pocket really easily. So I take this with me. Easy to take out on the fly. You know, I could stand there, do quick sketches. These are some sketches from when I went to MoMA back in 2023. Kind of documented my day a little bit. What else do we have in here? It's a little quick. These are some Highline sketches. These are some buildings along the Highline. I love that water tower. And there's the shed building. So I usually carry one of those with me as well. And then I have a bigger size. This is something I actually started using more recently, this bigger size moleskin. And why I like this is because I can open it and I could do some big spreads in here. And last time I did was a cool Grand Central. Here it is. This was a Grand Central sketch I did. So those are just some of the papers I like to use. Also in here, I have a lot of different pens. I won't go through these in detail, but I do like the Sarasa, Zebra Sarasa ball. These are, gel pens. They're awesome. We got to talk Sharpie. I mean, Sharpie is my go-to number one writing, sketching implement. So 98.63% of the time, I don't know the actual calculation, but I will use the Sharpie 99% of the time for my sketches. And a couple reasons. One, it's water resistant. So if I sketch something and I come back and I add ink or watercolor, it's not going to bleed the black ink. So it's permanent. And I just have always consistent results with Sharpie. So, and I also started recently using this blue color. So black Sharpie is my go-to there. And also I love sketching with ballpoint pens. I love these multicolor pens. It just actually has a lead holder on it as well. So this is a cool pen. All right. So yeah, I thought it'd be fun to start with a quick show and tell. People are always asking me, what do I like to sketch with? So I figured we'll just do some of that right now. I'll definitely, more than happy to answer questions, do some demonstrations. We can focus and zero in on later shows in more detail. I do have to talk about this as well. This is the Lockbee, oh my gosh, pouch. The Lockbee pouch here. I love this. This has gotten a lot of use. You can see it's kind of dirty, and that's cool. I like the worn look. This is my go-to for there is so much room in these EDCs, everyday carry pouches. This one I have like pencils in there, pencil sharpener on that side. But the side I use mostly is this for my Sharpie creative markers. I mean, I have a bunch in there, right? I have a couple of these pouches. One has like computer charging cables and tech equipment in it. These are really awesome. So I love that pouch. Watercolor. Let's talk watercolors. So this is my favorite go-to watercolor travel kit. Winsor Newton Cotman watercolor kit. This is the first one I ever had. I still have it for many, many, many years. I just love this thing. It fits in my pocket. Easy to carry around. It has a little spot for a brush on here as well. And this is just easy, compact, great to carry around. And I love the colors. Colors have been replaced over time with, these are not all Winsor Newton colors. There's some other brands in here as well. So I'd like to take that. Soho. This is one of my new go-to sketching sketchbooks. I love the craft paper. It's kind of thin, 65 pounds, so I can't really do watercolor or heavy ink washes on it, but I love this because of the way the colors pop on the brown craft paper. These are creative markers, you see, a gel pen as well. So I am loving this as my kind of go-to sketch, one of my go-to sketchbooks, and it lays flat, which is really nice. Another go-to sketchbook when I want to do watercolors or ink washes is the Fabriano 1264 cold press watercolor paper. So I love this. Made in Italy. How can I not love it? Because I'm half Italian. The good half. So I like this paper, my go-to watercolor paper. I love the spiral binding on it. I can lay pages flat. It also is perforated along here, so I can tear out pages easily if I want to. And yeah, I use these all the time. What else? What else? A couple other things here, and then we'll get rocking and rolling. Ink. So my favorite go-to color ink is right here called Apple Snail. Love using this ink for washes, and I love this acrylic ink here. Color is called Reflex Rose, a little bit of neon pink. So I love these two kind of inks for doing washes with. What else? Brush. I love this bamboo brush. It's so much fun. There's so many other things I can talk about. What else? I think those are my main go-to tools for sketching that I'm currently using. I recently re-added a gel pen back into the mix as well. All right, cool. So just a quick segment that was unsponsored. I just want to be honest and kind of show you the things I love using. So I did that out of love. I will say though, I am a Lockbee. What do you call it? So I have a deal, kind of a thing with Lockbee. If you use my discount code, I'm a Lockbee ambassador. That's the word. I couldn't think of it. So if you use my discount code on the screen, you will receive a 10% discount. Of course, there are some rules that apply. Your price doesn't get marked up, and I get just a small kind of thank you back from Lockbee for promoting their stuff, and I promote them because I use them. Literally every day, I'll use one of my Lockbee products. All right, cool. So I hope you enjoyed that quick show and tell of materials and tools. I'll check in the chat, say hello, and we'll do some sketching. Hey, D-Ray. Oh my gosh, so good to see you. How are you? I hope you're doing well. It is so nice to see you in the chat. I hope you're doing well, my friend. It's always fun having you commenting. Italian. I am, yeah. I am half Italian. My mother's side of the family is Italian, so that's cool. That's where I got my mean cooking skills and baking skills from. I made some pretty dang good bolognese today. I think that's my top thing I make the best, and I think today was in the top 2 best of all time. So love making that bolognese thanks to my Italian heritage. All right, cool. All right, awesome. So let's do some sketching. I don't know what I'm also going to do. I don't know what I'm going to sketch. I have no plans. I don't have anything pre-planned that I want to do. So we will jump into the craft book. We'll do something in there, loosey-goosey. Yes, and a love of pizza, of course. I would say my love for pizza is more than a love. I could eat it every day of the week. Yeah. All right. That's so funny. All right, cool. Hey guys, before we do that, I want to gonna jump to the first person cam point of view. I want to make just kind of a quick announcement in person. So prepare yourselves. I'm going to go large on your screen. All right. Different viewpoint. All right, cool. Different viewpoint. Hey, I just wanted to thank everybody. I'm so excited. I hit 1K subscribers on the YouTube channel, which is awesome. I've been streaming, I think 5 years, if not longer, 6, maybe 7. And 1K was just a number I wanted to get to. And it's so exciting that I got to that 1K. So I'm hype about that. And I think I want to do a 1K sketch giveaway. I'm going to make an announcement. We're going to do that Monday night. So I'm going to live stream Monday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. And for anybody that's watching live, we'll do a random drawing and I will give away a sketch. And I have we'll give away something else, but I'm not going to say what that is yet. So you need to be watching live. We'll start 8:30 p.m. Monday night. That's Eastern time. I'll be on probably till like 9:30. Yeah, between 9 and 9:30. You know me, I'll go till 9:30. So let's do that. That'd be so much fun. So feel free to show up. I'd love to see you here Monday night, 8:30 p.m. Um, I will stream to YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook all at the same time, and we'll figure out how we'll do the giveaway. And I might do something else. I might do a little auction as well, and we'll auction off some sketches. So if you look behind me, here's what I want to kind of show. First of all, again, thank you so much. It means so much to me that you guys spend time with me, whether it's live, replays. I was gonna say reruns. I don't know. I don't think they call them reruns in YouTube land. Replays, comments, Facebook, whatever, TikTok. It doesn't matter which channel you watch me on. I appreciate it so, so much. You're allowing me to, you help give me the energy, enthusiasm, and encouragement to talk about and share good, positive vibes through doing something that I just love doing. And I hope through the positivity, it's kind of catching and it spreads, whether it brings you a moment of peace or a moment of joy, or you pick up some kind of sketching or drawing tip or creative mindset tip or anything positive. Maybe you meet someone in the community, and this is what this is about. It's positivity through creativity. So thank you. 1K is awesome. All right. Love it. Love it. If you look behind me, hey, I see Lori Jean on YouTube. Thank you for watching. I hope you're doing well. Big Boy Sally. Wow, thank you so much. I opened YouTube to stick on a playlist while swatching my updated travel palette, and this was a top recommendation. Congrats on 1K subs. Hey, that's great to know. Thank you. All right, behind me, you might see this again Monday, but here are the two kind of sketches that started it all for me. Here we have the Once Upon a Time sketch. This is not the original. The original is much smaller. It's a poster of it. Once Upon a Time sketch was my first ink and wash, like watercolor wash sketch I ever did. Back in 2001. That's when I started just really, really getting into sketching and showing others besides architecture, just kind of a more personal sketching. The one here, boom, if I can point to it, yeah, that one. You guys might recognize that iconic building. That iconic building is, I'm pausing for drama. Is it working? We gotta love dramatic effect. That is Cinderella's Castle at Walt Disney World. That was one, if I remember correctly, one of the very first YouTube live stream sketches I did, when I used to sketch standing up and having my stuff on an easel, before I got lazy and started sitting down. So that's the one, and that's actually, you can find that on my YouTube channel, like a speed play of it, and see how I sketched it. So it's just fun to have those kind of there in the background, to see where I started from. And then next to those, it's so hard to point. There we go. On the whiteboard there is just a few, maybe like 20 or 30 of my, not 30, of my NYC sketches that I just hang up there, my kind of gallery wall. So thank you guys so much. All right. Remember, Monday, 8:30 p.m. here, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Watch live, and we'll do a sketch giveaway for anybody watching. Boom. All right. Let's go back to the desktop. I noticed people dropping off quick when I showed my face. Might be a correlation. IDK. All right, let's do some sketching. I think we're going to do, this is what we did last night. This came kind of cool, very different. I was kind of inspired as I was going along by the colors of like Mondrian and, you know, the reds and blues and yellows and whites. Yeah, this was just from my imagination. I was just wanted to do like a little quick perspective. So that was fun. But I feel like, I think we're going to do one of these scapes here. So let's throw down some color. And I'm going to wrap up by 9 o'clock tonight because I'm pretty beat. All right, let's do one of these bad boys. Laura Jean says, that was a fun one. Hey, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So let's do another escape tonight. You guys are awesome. And if you're watching on the YouTube, I'd love for you to hit that thing. What do you call that? The thumbs up emoji. That'd be so cool. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Share it out there. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I'd love for you guys to share this stuff out there. Not being greedy, but 1K is awesome. So I'm so excited to hit that. I don't know. I think 3K would be a good next target. So let's go for the 3K next. All right. I'm just bringing out some colors here. And if you want to listen along with me, you can go on Spotify. I have Inspired Life playlist. You can find it, I think. And you could just hear what I'm listening to. Not the exact song, but at least get an idea. All right, let's see, let's throw some yellow on here, and then we'll turn this into some kind of imaginary skyline. Maybe. All right, so I'm just throwing down blocks of color, a little bit of detail, kind of windows with white gel pen. I use some Sharpie as well, black Sharpie. And this is fun. It's just about layers on here. We'll throw a couple more things on. And I need to add a bridge on here somewhere. So I've been adding bridges. I love this, by the way. I think that came out cool. But you can see I added a bridge there, bridge on that one, bridge there as well. So what's cool about these is they're just kind of off the cuff. I'm not planning or thinking about really thinking. I know it sounds kind of weird. I'm just throwing down colors on top of colors, kind of pulling out shapes. It's red for that. I am seeing the Empire State Building in this one down here. So I might pull this one out to be very Empire State Building like. Oops. This is the one. One of my gel pens is not working. I think it's that one. Not sure where to put the bridge on this one yet, so I'm not going to throw it on there yet. Let's kind of pull out the Empire State Building. Let me see. Let's try with a Sharpie first. This one doesn't work, does it? Nope. I'm striking out. I keep hanging on to these Sharpies that I think I said this on every show for the past week. I keep hanging on to these Sharpies. I can't part with them. Even the ones that don't work. What's up with them apples? There we go. So we kind of just pulled that shape out a little bit. Loosely inspired by the Empire State Building. Did I just sound like William Shatner? I don't know why. Loosely inspired by the Empire State Building. All right, cool. We got to throw a bridge on here, kids. Where am I going to put that bridge? I'm thinking too much about it. I'm not going to think. We're just going to do it. We're going to do it here. Done. No turning back now. I want to throw down some color though underneath so the white pops. So let's just throw down some blue on here. There we go. So that white will pop a little bit better. All right, let's do the bridge cables again over the blue. There we go. Much better. Now you can see them great because they're popping out. All right, we got some kind of bridge happening there. We'll do a base on it. Maybe we'll do the base. Throw a block of color down. I'm feeling yellow. I'm feeling yellow, like Big Bird. Like Big Bird. So maybe that's kind of the bottom of the bridge. And we'll pull out some cables and we'll use red as well. Actually, maybe I'll use. I'm not sure. Yeah, I said red first. Let's do some red. Cool. I've never been to New York. I'm in Canada. Okay, cool. I look out my window and see cows and horses from the farm across my street. New York looks busy. Love the color use. Oh, thanks. Yeah, New York City is a busy, busy place. So I'm from a small rural town here in northern New Jersey, about an hour-ish away from New York City. So I love that I get to experience two kind of contrasting worlds. Small rural town, kind of in a valley here, and then within an hour and 15 minutes, I could be in the city, which is different. It's so energetic, so busy, so chaotic. But you know what's cool? I love that vibe. But what's also cool is that when I'm sketching in New York City, I can. The city slows down. Sketching. How do I explain it? The city kind of slows down as I'm sketching. Like I can block out the noises around me because I'm so locked in on capturing what I'm seeing that I'm in the zone, right? So sketching is a really cool tool if you need to get in the zone, kind of lock in and block out things around you. But yeah, New York is very, very busy, and that's kind of what I'm trying to capture with these cityscapes. Kind kind of a busyness about them, but in a vibrant way. So I'm glad that that was a great comment. I love that. I've tried sketching horses, not horses, but cows, by the way. You can ask any of the Inklings, original Inklings from way back. Yeah, not very good at sketching animals. Yeah, I mean, I could practice and practice. And for fun, I'll occasionally sketch. I like sketching rabbits. Um, but that's cool that you get to see cows. I love that. Are you ever inspired by your surroundings to paint or draw or sketch, whatever you see? I think this one's almost done. I'd love to go to Canada sometime. I have never been. If I go to Canada, where should I visit? Where should I visit in Canada? I'm up for any pro tips. Oh, you know what I didn't? I did not add a water tower. Let's see. Maybe we'll do one at the top of this building. I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna bring up the blue a little bit, and then I'm gonna do the water tower in white. So I'm gonna give it kind of a background to sketch over. So what's fun with these shapes is you can keep building them out, either with the same color or you can layer different colors on top. So I just literally kind of built that out because I know I want to do a water tower on there. So I bought myself some extra real estate. Canada is so big and very spread out. It takes days to drive across one province. Oh, I am sure. I am so sure. Have you done the Hudson River area where the plants safely landed? I'm trying to think where that landed on the Hudson. So I've sketched along the Hudson. I'm trying to remember exactly where the plane landed. I think you're talking about the Sully, right? With Sully the pilot. I have sketched stuff along the Hudson River area for sure. The World Trade Center area I've sketched. The vessel Hudson Yards area I have sketched as well. One of my favorite areas in New York City is Hudson Yards, which is it's just for me it's just an incredible like futuristic architecture. Outrageous costs in that area. They have the High Line, which was an old elevated railway. They converted into this incredible public park. I love the High Line. We got some kind of water tower. I'll zoom in on this when I'm done so you guys can see some things close up. And I'm going to wrap up in a couple of minutes. If you have any final questions or comments, please put them in the chat. All right, cool. Awesome. All right, so here's how this one turned out. I think this one's done. So we did another scape. These are kind of fun and quick to do. Get a little closer. You can see kind of some of the shapes. Awesome. There we go. Alrighty then, let me check the chat one last time, and we'll wrap up. So thank you guys for watching live. I appreciate that so much. It's been fun coming on tonight and doing a quick live stream for you. And again, thank you for the 1K subscribers. That's amazing. I'm so excited. So Monday night about 8:30 p.m. I'll come online and we'll we'll do some kind of sketch giveaway. I think that'll be fun. I appreciate y'all so much. Until we meet again, sketch boldly, live creatively, and inspire endlessly. Good night, Lori Jean. Thank you for watching live. D-Ray, I appreciate your watching live as well over on the Facebook. And we had Big Boy Sally also comment. So thank you so much. Peace out.